Divorce. How do you feel about divorce? You said it should be banned?
Yeah, except for Will Smith, I'll give him one.
So Will Smith.
Will Smith,
Okay.
I grant you a divorce.
So other than Will Smith, when do you condone divorce? Under any circumstances?
I'll give one-sided abuse. I think if they're beating each other, they should like work it out. They should just both figure out how to not hit. But yeah, one-sided abuse, I'll give you a divorce. Maybe some adultery cases. Most cheating is a one-time thing, fun fact.
Okay.
But, you know, maybe if he gets another chick pregnant, I might give you a divorce.
So there are exceptions to the rule.
Yeah. The church used to you'd have to give your case to the church and then they would say yes or no. But they were a lot more picky back then.
So go ham on the women right now, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think you're gonna have a problem with that. What is it that makes them selfish? Why are they the ones filing for divorce the vast majority of the time? What is it that they're just willing to just cast away their kids, their family, and just succumb to their emotions? What is it?
Oh God, I've heard I'm sure you've heard every excuse too. He was holding me back. I'm like, bitch, from what? He gave you kids. No, I mean, women file 70 to 80% of the time. And a lot of times I think it's because they think the grass is greener on the other side. And a lot of times, again, the media tells us we're so special and awesome and amazing, and you're going to find better. And the truth is that most women do not. The majority of single mothers do not remarry. They do not. It's I think it's like 15% actually get a guy to remarry them, 22% get a guy to live with them again. So the majority of single mothers do not have happy endings. And we're not really honest. We don't really tell people these statistics.
Okay, bingo. I think that's a great point and a great stat you just made. We just did a whole panel. Kevin Savo was on. Troy Francis was on. A couple of our friends were on. There was a couple single mothers on the panel. Janelle Gordon, you might know. Janelle, we asked the question to the men. You meet this woman. She's amazing. She's awesome. She's young. She's beautiful. She's charismatic, she's smart, she's loyal, all that fun stuff, but she has a 3-year-old kid, okay? The good news is he was potty trained. Would you date this girl? And uniformly, they're like, nah. And then the women with kids obviously stated their case that's like, nah, like a real man needs to step up, all that fun stuff. But you said that only 15% of single mothers remarry?
Roughly. I don't remember if it's like a roughly 15. It could have been 13. Sometimes,
gotcha, but I think that's an important stat to point out because if that's the objective, to get married, it'd be good to know that stat.
Yeah, and then 22% get a guy to live with them. But again, that means the majority do not have happy endings. Another stat, if you hit 30 and you're not in a relationship, you're more likely to not have kids than to have them.
As a woman?
As a woman.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, actually, if you hit 35 as a guy, you only have a 15% chance of getting married. I think too many men, they see the game, they're not, I'm not playing with it.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to give you an opportunity to nitpick my dating life in a second, so we got a few more things. But you brought up Jada Pinkett. You said, I'll make a few exceptions for divorce, but certainly women should stick it out, not file for divorce. You'll make an exception for Will and Jada. She has a new memoir called Worthy. We all know what happened with the guy August Alestina years ago on the Red Table Talk.
If your wife has sex with your daughters, if your wife has sex with your daughter's friend, I will give you a divorce.
Yeah, no doubt. So
right, we can agree. He gets one, right?
Yeah, here's the book right here. She has alopecia, I believe, so that's what it was. So in this book, she describes her romantic past, that she was really in love with Tupac. They were actually, Will and Jada were actually separated for 7 years. And then obviously the entanglement that you mentioned with August Augustina. So what are your thoughts on what's going on with this? If you were Will's guidance counselor, what would you advise him? And if you were Jada's psychiatrist guidance counselor, what would you advise her?
I would tell
Pearl's going to play doctor right now.
I would say, Jada, please stop torturing this man. You need to be by yourself. Yes, it is time for you to die alone. Will Smith, I would also say you should divorce her. Yeah, this is just craziness. This is embarrassing to your family. She's going to keep doing this. She's going to keep making a public spectacle out of whatever you guys go through. So. Yeah.
Why do you think he still stays with her? What do you think she has on him? any man that's been disrespected like this, emasculated like this, has to look in the mirror and be like, I'm freaking Will Smith.
Yeah. Maybe it's just
go listen to some Andrew Tate or Leonardo DiCaprio speeches and figure it out. Why do you think he hasn't done it yet, Pearl?
Maybe
you're an expert. You know.
Maybe it's just cheaper to keep her at this point.
That is a thing.
You know what I mean? It's like, what's on the other side of this? Don't they live separate already?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I know. I think they said they're trying to get back together. I don't know why you would do that. But I think at this point, he's just tired. Yeah.
Just tired of dealing with it and just willing to just roll over and just play dead, basically. And
yeah. Well, and a lot of guys have been taught that their job is to make women happy. And the truth is, women were never happy.
Yeah.
I mean, they've given us all of these rights, and we still find something to whine about.
It's interesting that you said be happy because, you know, Will Smith famously has said is like, it is not my job to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And when you figure it out, you can come back to me. And I don't know what she's dealing with right now, but it's very interesting. This whole Will Smith thing, after all the embarrassment.
I'll give him a divorce.
It's almost like what's the thing where you fall in love with your captor? What's that called? What's the syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. It's sort of something like that going on here. She's got some sort of spell on him. Must be.
I don't know.
No man will put up with that much shame and ridicule and embarrassment and be like, that's my wife, dog. I don't get it. I don't get it. And it can't be the money, because even if you have, what's his net worth? Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I assume he had a prenup. Even if not, here's $100 million for you. I'll keep $100 million. Dude, it's Will Smith. There's something there. She's got some
secret,
something on him, some secret. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.